Hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Baby, I'm back. Somebody talk black to me. Your sister with the curly braids. We are back in rare form. We've been gone for some days now from Fly Nubian Queen, even though I was live on yourblackworldtv.com. We're so pleased to be with you today, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. We have a most interesting war briefing to discuss today. I just want to say to you, I missed you. I love you. I'm so glad that we're back. Right now, family, let's get ready to do what we do best. That is our housekeeping before we get into today's war briefing. As you come in, please come in giving us a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Somebody talk black to me. I know I'm doing the most, beloved. I know I'm twitching and twirling and carrying on. I know I'm in rare form today. Your sister with the curly braids, but I missed y'all so much on Fly Nubian Queen. But those of you who connect with us at Your Black World TV, I told you many times that would be our backup channel. If for whatever reason you don't see me on this network, I told you to always follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. That's Vicki, as well as my Twitter page at Dillard Vicki. So, beloved, come on in, give us a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I want to say a big shout out to my Instagram family. Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to flynubianqueentv.com. Instagram, get ready to come on over to flynubianqueentv.com in just a moment, because I'm going to need to use this device. I missed you all so much, beloved. So again, thumbs up, share, share, share. I want you all to know that we're in our finest hour. I know I've said that to you on a number of occasions, but you must not forget, and I will continue to say it because of the law of repetition and the importance for me to repeat things that are important. That's how we reprogram ourselves in the right way. We are in our finest hour. Thank you, Darlene. She said, you look hot today, sis. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Your sister with the curly braids. I missed you all. I was in the ER for a little bit. Everything went okay, though. You all know that I'm on my health journey with an autoimmune illness that I've been dealing with for 5 years. But I'm moving forward. Every time I get even a millimeter of health and success, I'm going to milk it. Somebody talk black to me. So I'm pleased to be with you. And we were temporarily on Your Black World last week for a few days as well. So make sure that you subscribe to Your Black World TV. That's on YouTube as well. Of course, we have some sister and affiliate networks that my show is re-aired. But the reason why I emphasize flynubianqueen.com, flynubianqueentv.com, is because this is a predictable place where I'm live, and you know for sure when you can see me live on Fly Nubian Queen TV here on headquarters, okay? We already know it's going to take our folks maybe a little bit of time to get used to us being back. But you know what I always say? I always believe at the right time, the right people will hear this broadcast. So thumbs up, share, 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 share. Big shout out to my Instagram family. Instagram, come on over right now to flynubianqueentv.com because I need to use this device, beloved. Today, family, I want us to talk about some of the latest things that are happening with Black Lives Matter. And I want to bring something to your remembrance that took place sometime about this time last year. Certainly recently, you know, I've done shows calling out Patrisse Cullors, one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter. You all understand that we have been calling out a number of other activists who claim that they're the only ones that's really doing the real work, or they're doing the real work by being in the streets and holding up placards a few hours a year. That is not to diminish their work. It's just simply, I'm not one that believes, even though I was known for that. I was a part of that activism. I used to stand in front of banks. I sat before attorneys generals before they signed off on a multi-billion-dollar deal in Chicago, Illinois, and with a national organization called New Bottom Line Organization. The first time I saw Van Jones live, he was guest speaker in Washington, D.C. when I was flown there for the America's Future Conference. I was working with the state organization that was called at the time Colorado Progressive Organization. I was doing my own thing, and they heard me go off and challenge a deputy attorney general for the state of Colorado, and they flew me several times to different parts of the country to speak my important truth. So it is not that I'm disrespecting those that are in the streets, those that hold up signs, those that hold up placards, those that bring attention to issues outside of the buildings. That's what I did. Somebody talk black to me. I'm someone that was targeted. I said, I'm someone that was targeted and endured trumped up charges and a number of injustices in a federal case because of me blowing the whistle on Wall Street entities, other officials, federal, state, local, and otherwise, and Wall Street entities. So I understand that it has its place, but it's limited is what I'm trying to say. And if you believe that the only work is you standing outside a few hours a year, if you believe that that's the only true work, family, you are sorely mistaken. You are confused. You are arrogant, and you are actually part of the problem. And you're the reason why the Black family has not obtained a greater level of Black self-determination and success. Somebody talk black to me. So I want us to briefly talk about and connect some dots with Black Lives Matter, but specifically what some brothers did. But you all know how I do. I preface my shows because I don't just give you news. I am here to inform you. I'm here to give you power, but I'm also here to inspire. Somebody talk black to me. That means, thank you so much for your kind words. I told y'all I don't never suffer from low self-esteem fooling with y'all. Y'all know how to make your sister with the curly braids feel all right. Mwah. I miss you all. Thank you so much for your kind words. And I received them, Black family. Now listen, I want you to know, oh, it looks like my Instagram family got cut off. So I'm just going to go ahead and hang up this Instagram post. While I do that, family, I'm going to get ready to get into where I'm going with today's brief war briefing. But as you come on in, giving us a thumbs up, be sure to like, be sure to share. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. I'm getting ready to I'm posting right now this on my Instagram family because I was trying to let them know that I'm here. But looks like we're having some technical difficulties on that end. Thumbs up, share, share, share. I know I've been gone for some days, but don't worry, family. I believe at the right time, the right people will hear this broadcast. At the bottom of your screen, beloved, at the bottom of your screen, there should be a share button. If you copy the share button, you can paste it on your other social media platforms. I tell people all the time, I don't care if you've got 50 people following you, 50,000 people following you. It's so very, very, very important that you still share. You don't know whose life might be changed by your invitation. You can also copy the link on you can text it to someone, you can email it to someone. Somebody talk black to me. Big shout out to our moderators. I see you in the digital building. To my sister Angel, I call her the V-Hive General. Shout out to Jackson Harlem, beloved Darlene X. Somebody talk black to me. I love our moderators. You know, they help to keep us organized. They give you important information. These are people that so believe in our message that they give up their time to do this. Somebody talk black to me. So we thank them for that. We don't try to complicate their lives. We're grateful for them. I appreciate you. All right, family. I'm just about done doing my little technical stuff on social media. Y'all know we're live and direct, so thank you for your patience. Thank you for giving us a thumbs up, share, 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 share. Share. Share, 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 share. Sorry about that. I had a cough drop. Now let's get on into where we're going today. Are y'all ready? Oh, I missed y'all. Mwah. Kisses, kisses, kisses. Now before, this is what I posted a little bit ago. This is what we're getting ready to talk about right now, family. Again, I want to marry some recent things that have been happening with Black Lives Matter and other prominent activists and organizers, and I want to connect it with an incident that happened not too long ago with some black men Do you all see this? This is what I posted earlier today. I saw this video clip earlier on Dr. Boyce's Instagram page, and it was from about a year ago. And I wanted to connect the dots with some things that we've been discussing for the past few months. Do you all see this? What it says here is black men, y'all talk black to me. What it says here is black men kick out shady Black Lives Matter protesters and expose them. Now, that image was a well-documented encounter in the Chicago area. Now, I'm reading from the Sun. I'm reading from the no, not that one yet, because y'all know me. I have receipts. I'm gonna read to you from this other one here. Excuse me, in just a moment. I'm going to actually read this piece that was written actually August in 2020, so it hadn't even been a year yet on this one, by Lee Brown, that says Chicago locals fight off protesters. It says here, and so listen to this. It says, I'm skipping through this. It says, the Inglewood locals resisted kicking out protesters from Black Lives Matter and groups campaigning to defund the police. Now, you all know white people like to twist our narratives for their own benefit, right? So when your white writers are writing stuff, they'll mix truth with falsehood. Somebody talk black to me. I said when your white writers, when your white supremacist writers, I should call it, because we know Jamil Hill, for example, works for a white publication, but we also know that she misused her position to dog out the black society. Remember when Jamil Hill, who used to work for ESPN, I said who used to work for ESPN, the black Aunt Jemima, that's what we call her because it's such an appropriate name for Jamil Hill, Aunt Jemima Hill. When she used to work for ESPN, I know she likes to brag and stuff to say that she wasn't quote unquote fired, but baby, they made your circumstance, they made your environment so untenable. Somebody talk black to me. You boned out. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, I'm your sister, Vicki Dillard, your sister with the curly braids. Don't forget, I'm typically here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Family, we missed you last week. We had a little hiccup last week. Of course, I was in the ER for a couple of days. I was took a couple of days medical leave. I was in the ER one day, got right out. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Talk black to me. I said, everything's okay with me. But we were also temporarily on Your Black World for a little bit. So remember, I told you before that you need to subscribe there. And if you don't see me here a day or two, and if you don't see a post where I'm on medical leave or something, you need to watch us there. There might be something up. You all understand that we're on different platforms. You all understand that we have folk that try to obstruct, prevent, frustrate, foil, and undermine our most powerful message. But ultimately, while it may look like they're winning the battle, they will not win the war. Why? Because we are in our finest hour. Somebody talk black to me. Now, let me keep going. Let me keep going. I love you all so much, and thank you for your extraordinary support. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Now, listen, I was saying that you have to be careful when you're reading white supremacist news articles, because they're going to put their twist on it. For example, like this hit piece, this particular piece, they're trying to make it seem like that some of the black brothers that were involved in this particular incident were kicking out Black Lives Matter as if they were doing it because it had something to do with them being concerned that there was going to be some looting. Somebody talk black to me or protesting. Family, talk black to me. Somebody say that's crazy. Every now and then I'll see somebody black trip about somebody quote unquote looting. That's not the first order of business. People that focus on that as an issue first are people that are only experts at reading the fruit and not the root. I'm good at reading the root. In other words, you don't spend all of your time or show the most outrage or show disproportionate emotion and anger and give disproportionate energy to the fruit of a thing. The fruit of a thing It's really the symptom of something. It's the result of something. White supremacy, racism is the root of most of the troubles that Black society is dealing with, from health, education, economic, religious, spiritual, familial, and every other area, industrial, in terms of business, any area of people's activity, any area of society that you can think of. If you heal the economic condition of the Black man and the Black woman, do you know that the main driving force for most crimes has to do, especially in the hood, especially in the ghettos? Who created the ghettos? It's a man-made situation. I'm not giving an excuse for inappropriate Black behavior, but I am giving you the reason. I'm trying to let you know that an enemy has done this so that you can do something about it. I'm trying to let you know that an enemy instigated this, an enemy set this pattern so that you don't think that you're a nut or that you are some sort of malfunction. Talk Black to me. I'm letting you know that an enemy has done this also so that you will understand the origins of our dysfunction and so that you can course correct. Somebody talk Black to me. We got the gavel back, baby. Remember, the Vicki Show is a home of the hand claps and the gavel raps. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Now let me go back to this piece. What was I just reading? It says that these Inglewood locals resisted kicking out, it says, protesters from Black Lives Matter and other groups. I'm skipping down. I want you to listen to one of the clips that appeared to have been captured by a citizen journalist. I love when we take the initiative because, see, CNN, ABC, CBS, Fox News, MSNBC, these other corporate outlets, their angle is different. And they're not always going to highlight our stories. And when they do discuss our stories, a lot of the time, what are they doing, family? It's a reason that they want to control our narrative so that they can derail our story. See, when you start to see mainstream media pick up our talking points, they're trying to take control of the narrative so that they can redirect it. If we're talking about reparations, for example, and shout out to Black media who coined the phrase, cut the check, you're finding now that they're trying to say, well, reparations is y'all getting access to banking loans. Somebody talk Black to me. Somebody say the devil is a lie. They're trying to tell you that you're getting access to business loans is reparations. We're intelligent Black people, family. Y'all help me scream today because y'all know I'm not supposed to be screaming. For today's brief war briefing. Listen, if that's the case, then white people are getting reparations. If that's the case, then Hispanic people are getting reparations. Latinx people are getting reparations, or whatever they like to go by. LGBTQ folk are getting reparations. And don't forget, we're taking back the rainbow. I said, don't forget, we're taking back the rainbow. We're not going to relinquish a whole spectrum of energy and power and light to the LGBTQ community. We love our brothers and sisters that are in the LGBTQ community, but you're not getting ready to hijack the rainbow. I don't like the fact that whenever I want to talk about something with the rainbow, I gotta do a double take, and I got to say, well, maybe I gotta do something different because they're gonna think I'm pushing another agenda here. Somebody say, we taking back our rainbow. This is our world. Somebody talk Black to me. Let me do a check, see where we at with this thing. Whose planet is this, family? I said, whose planet is this? Funny looking self. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. So versus me reading through all of that, because I was getting ready to read some of the quotes here, but I want you to see this very brief clip from a few months ago in the Illinois area. even though it looks like a citizen journalist captured this, similarly to a citizen journalist that captured Roland Martin getting utterly humiliated by North Carolinians. Somebody talk black to me. Where North Carolina at? When y'all confronted Roland Martin's funny looking self and made it very clear to him that he is anathema in black society and that he is pushing things that are not good for our community, we are seeing these kinds of incidents pop up more and more. I'm highlighting this incident that took place a few months ago because I want you guys to know and expect to see this kind of thing continue to happen. Moreover, I want to encourage us taking control of policing and being a voice for our own places, our own residential living areas. Are y'all hearing me? That's right, it's our planet. It's our planet. And we've been so kind to share our planet with the other peoples of our world. But it's time for us now. It's time for a new world order based on freedom, justice, and equity. White supremacy is not going to rule in this new world. Poverty is not going to rule in this world. Bloody violence and bloody murder isn't going to rule in this world. Somebody talk black to me. Now watch this. I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to cue this now. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, share. Welcome back to the Vicki Show. We missed you. We know it's going to probably take a little time for people to realize that we're back here because we've been gone for quite a few days. But we know at the right time, the right people will hear this broadcast. You can help us by sharing. Thumbs up. And we want to thank you so much. Why do we ask that you do that? Because it makes it more likely that other folks will know that we're here. Your engagement, you sharing, you liking, you giving us a thumbs up, makes it more likely in the algorithms for folks to know that we're here. And especially when you share, that means that you take it from the control of those that are running the platforms, and you yourself are actively sharing it. And we so appreciate it. I always let people know that I'm not the Vicki Show. We are the Vicki Show. Do you understand? There's levels to this thing. Okay, enough with that. I'm ready to show you now this brief clip of some black men. Somebody say black men.
I'm out here every motherfucking day. I'm out here. Y'all don't come out when a kid gets shot. Y'all come out when it got something to do with the fucking police. We out here every day watching our kids get their brains blew out with no fucking funding, no resources. But you motherfuckers get no resources, and y'all want to come on in and disrupt our motherfucking neighborhood. Stand up if I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. I don't see none of you motherfuckers when the kids get murdered. Don't forget about the motherfuckers on the other side, too. That ain't no shit. All the motherfuckers over there that ain't no shit. Don't forget about them balls off, too. Fucking around with red nose on the fucking face. I'm out here every motherfucking day. I'm out here.
Now, forgive me. I should have given you the heads up because there's some explicit language. I actually forgot that there was some explicit language there. So if you have children, forgive me. You all know I don't use that type of language, but I always like to give you the heads up. I want to play it one more time before we go further with today's brief war briefing. We're back. We're so glad to see you today. Thumbs up, family. Share. Let everybody that you know that the Vicki Show is back weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live right here on FlyNewBeanQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Throughout the broadcast, our moderators who are highlighted in blue in the chat, they're going to be putting important links and important information for you. So please make sure that you take note of them. You can screenshot them. You can even rewind live on your screen, or you can just look at the broadcast later and pick up on it or click on the link, okay? Thumbs up, family. Share. Now watch this again. Let me get back to this. I do want to give some more context to what you're seeing. Okay, here we go. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Okay, this particular piece is from ABC 7 Chicago. And this particular one is talking about how organizers of a rally at the 7th District in Inglewood were met with some resistance Tuesday night from the community. Again, remember I told you this was in August. It goes on to say how Black Lives Matter Chicago called for a rally at the Inglewood police station in 63rd Street, but some Inglewood residents pushed back on what they saw as intrusion. Come on, somebody. As intrusion. Remember, I'm always talking to you all about the parable of the wheat and the tare. Remember, there is a divine principle called separation. There's a divine principle of discrimination. What do I mean by that? The tare is a weed that looks like wheat. Let me say that again. A tare is a weed that looks like wheat, but it's not wheat. Somebody talk black to me. In other words, there are those who look like us that are among us, but they're not actually of us. And there are some that are knowingly working for our open enemies. And there are others that may not actually literally be on their payroll, but they're allowed to thrive. They're allowed to mingle amongst us because their corrosive nature assists the other side. You know, it's funny because when I have whole white women, talk black to me, when I have whole white women running their mouths about me, and some of you all give more credence, likes, shares, subscribership, and support to people that is not even, that ain't even all the way. Talk black to me. I'm from the deep South, mama and dad. Talk black to me. God, the deep Mississippi, deep South. Back in the day, we used to call it the dirty South. Both my paternal and maternal side. Talk black to me. And some of you guys got the nerve to be asking me questions and spreading rumor and gossip and giving your attention to such diabolical and satanic chit-chat, slander, lies, and misrepresentation of people who from Europe. God today. With your funny looking self. You better go sit down somewhere. You don't want to be confronted by all this magical blackness from which all things come. You got me twisted. Sitting up here giving likes and shares and support to a whole white woman. Talk black to me today. You think I'm getting ready to spend my time chit-chatting about a stranger to our community? Have you all lost your ever-loving minds? Don't be coming on my page, DMing me, commenting. I can't even keep up with the platforms where y'all send me this stuff. Funny looking self. I'm the original woman all the way. And I wouldn't even be bringing that up if you wasn't acting like your open enemy. But since I'm your mama, I'm going to check you. I'm the uncheckable one. Slowness. Come asking me about medical lies somebody telling. Come asking me about economic stuff. Uncheckable. Karen don't get to check me. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, somebody say, thank God. But if you know, you know. And make sure you're not a part of it. I'm doing the Lord's work. Talk black to me. Come asking me about a whole white woman. God today. Uncheckable. And some of you running around up in my chat, you saying some of that slanderous mess and asking me questions about what a white woman said. I'm here to empower black people. Be seated, baby. I'm running this. sent you. Y'all love to say everybody is an agent. Let me tell your slow self something. You can be an agent whether the government is paying you or not. When they see that you are a diabolical and a satanic energy, and that you are causing confusion and real division amongst your people, you still an agent, fool. Talk black to me. On no day does somebody that's not an all the way get to say nothing. And some of you Negroes think that you so deep. You think that you so smart and intelligent. That you think that you get to walk that fine line by supporting that individual on some stuff, but while they're threatening, while they're lying, while they're mocking, while they're slandering, while they're trying to destroy, you still shouting them out. I'll cut you off too. Funny looking self. Talking about my sister the other day. She reminded me about a principle of the nucleus. The principle of the nucleus is that small thing that's in the middle that impacts and influences the larger thing. The larger thing has to be pulled in by the nucleus, the center of it all. Why am I bringing that up? Because some of you love to get me confused with people that have X number of supporters over here, or even if you know that their audience isn't as big as mine, you will still say, well, a lot of people watch them though, Vicki. And so a lot of people believe like they believe. A lot of people quoting them. Let me tell you a funny looking self something. There's a spiritual principle that says the road to hell. And for me, when I'm talking about hell, I'm talking about hell as a mindset. Hell is a state of being. Just like heaven is a state of being. Whether you believe in a literal hell or a planet called heaven. Being in a situation, an environment, an adverse state. The scripture says that way is broad. Donald Trump has millions of followers, fool. Cardi B has millions of followers. Suki with the good coochie got a lot of followers. Talk black to me. That ain't never proved nothing. I'm bringing some of these things up because there's a principle of divine separation. Some of you think that you can keep tip-tapping with the tear. Remember, the tear is a weed that looks like it's wheat. It's a phony. The principle of separation must happen first in the house before it happens outside. We've got to clean house first if we're going to be effective in dealing with the macrocosm of white supremacy. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, family. I'm glad to be back. Now let me get back to showing you this video again. I already showed it once, but I'm going to show it again. Just before I do, listen to a little bit of the details. Today we're discussing how some black men, some brothers, kicked out some suspect Black Lives Matter protesters, but I'm going to remind you of some of the current state of affairs with Black Lives Matter, because remember, there's a lot of activists and organizers that are being exposed right now. And when we're listening to some of their excuses for why they do what they do, some of them want us to believe that they're real revolutionaries while they are still in the pockets of our open enemies. I'm going to explain to you why some of that is problematic. Are you hearing me today? Somebody just says we have to learn to come together before we can do anything. Well, no, we ain't coming together first. We got to destroy first, separate first. What do I mean by destroy first and separate it first? Let's listen to the Vicki show. The tear is not trying to get along with the wheat. The wheat don't want to be one with the tear. The wheat is the real fruit. It's the real product of the earth that gives life and sustenance. The tear is a fake. It's a phony. It's a fraud. It's a weed. And those tears can do great damage. Do you know that insects, as small as they are, can serve as a real enemy to whatever crops you're trying to produce and harvest? I'm trying to tell you that some of the resistance we've been coming up against looks like us. Now let me say this again, because I need to help some of you. Remember how I always quote, I'm going to show the video again, because I know we got people coming in and out. Y'all know I'm going to show a video 2 or 3 more times. I've shown it one time. I'm going to get back to it in a minute, but let me say this. You all know how I always quote 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Listen, my voice is already going out. I'm going to need somebody to scream for me, talk black to me. Somebody going to have to scream for me because I'm going to have to stop hollering. I've been missing y'all. You guys remember, excuse me, let me get me a sip. You guys remember how I always quote 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, right? One of the things that 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 says is let no man deceive you. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Remember, thank you, North Carolina, for screaming for me. First of all, let me say this. When I'm quoting scripture, family, I'm not quoting scripture from a New Prospect Missionary Baptist Church, Methodist Church, Catholic Church, Orthodox Church, non-denominational church, Pentecostal church, AME church. I'm not reading from some specific Christian denomination. First of all, some of you don't even know that the Bible is a book that is embraced by certain sects of Islam, like the Nation of Islam, certain root workers and other spiritualists that embrace the Bible, but in a different way. What you need to understand is that when I'm talking about the scripture, when I'm talking about the Bible, I'm speaking from its manifold interdimensional revelations that it provides. When you're reading the text, when you're reading the scriptures prima facially, when you're reading the surface of it, when you're reading what your eyes can see, that's not all there is to it. God, today, you got to join clubvicki.com, my weekly mastermind, to get in on what I mean by that. It's more than what meets the eye. You're not reading the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times. There are multiple revelations. And because we are spiritual people, we're metaphysical people. For those of you that don't know, that can't get with that, you are energetic people. One scientist says that everything is energy, and that's that. You were taught this in school. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's simply what? Changes forms. In other words, the vastness of the stuff of matter, energy, the vastness and the depths of spirit, of energy, of magic. I use those words interchangeably. It's so vast, it's so deep that it has the potential to be talking to you about David and Goliath. But when you're reading about David and Goliath, you're not reading about David and Goliath. You're reading about you. When you're reading about Esther, you're not really reading about Esther. You're reading about you. Energy, our multi-dimensional essence, is more than what meets the eye. And if you are just simply logical people, y'all know I say this all the time, and I was listening to this beautiful, beautiful practitioner recently, and she confirmed exactly what I teach in clubvicki.com. Y'all know I teach everybody my main word there is magic. And I use the word magic interchangeably with the word spirit and energy. And I always remind my people not to confuse the word magic with any negative programming that you may have concerning that word. If all you are is a logician, if all you are is 3D, God, let me just say it like this because y'all play too much. all you are is a mere mortal, God, today, y'all know I can't scream. I said, if all you are is a mere mortal, baby, you way behind schedule. You're not in on the invisible bigness. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Again, join my weekly mastermind today for only $1 for the first 30 days. ClubVicki.com, ClubVicki.com, ClubVicki.com. I said all that because I was getting ready to quote 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, right? I said all that because I don't want you to think that I'm quoting this as a religious text. This is giving us insight. Listen. It says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except that there come a falling away first. Watch this. And that man of sin be revealed. It says the son of perdition. There's another translation that says, except the man of lawlessness be revealed. Why am I bringing it up? I've explained to you that this man of lawlessness is an actual, not just an individual man, but it's a people. The man of lawlessness, as I've taught you, matches John chapter 8, where it says that the devil is a liar and the father of lies. When he lies, is consistent with his character. The one that I've taught you in John chapter 10, well, it talks about this unique thief that has 3 traits: to kill, steal, and destroy. And when you combine the 4 traits from John chapter 8 and John chapter 10 of the individual or this people that does what? Going about the earth. Who goes about the earth? Lying, stealing, killing, and destroying. See, you see how you don't have to be religious to see that there are elements of the scripture that has a lot of jewels to it? Who matches that description? What people matches the description that goes about the earth with those 4 qualities? John chapter 8, that's a liar, that steals, John chapter 10, kills, and destroys. Within that same line of thinking, you have this man, according to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, where it's written, the man of lawlessness is being revealed. Why is the man of sin or the man of lawlessness, this son of perdition, being revealed? He's being revealed because there is a people that's been going about the earth masquerading. A people that's undercover, a people that appears or says they're one thing, but they're really something else. Why am I bringing up that context, that text from 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 in the context of our discussion today? Y'all better get ready for this. And it should just make sense to you because of how I teach. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. I know we've been gone for days and days at a time, but we're back live weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here on FlyNewBeQueenTV.com. Make sure you join my weekly mastermind for only $1 at ClubVicki.com. ClubVicki.com. My name is spelled V-I-C-K-I. Thank you, Brad. He says your hair is gorgeous. Thank you, beloved. I'm your sister with the curly braids, and I'm here for you. I dressed up for me and for you. How about that? Talk black to me, your sister with the curly braids. Thumbs up, share, 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 share. So important, beloved, that you share and let everybody know that our Black Prime Time show is on FlyNewBeQueenTV.com, The Vicki Show. We are The Vicki Show. Listen, if 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 says that day shall not come, first of all, it says don't be deceived, right? Y'all missed that. So when people be telling me, this is your brother and sister, the first 4 words in the King James Version of verse 3 of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 says, let no man deceive you. My God. Some of you don't even know the difference. The text is trying to give you the heads up, fool. The text is trying to tell you there are people that look like you that are not really of you. It starts by saying, let no man deceive you. That's my notifications going off. Do y'all see that? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm bringing that context up because when you see these brothers, these black men, watch this. Now I'm going back to the article from ABC7Chicago.com where it says Black Lives Matter Chicago called for a rally at the Inglewood Police Station in 63rd Street. But some Inglewood residents pushed back on what they saw as an intrusion. Daryl Smith says, I'm not pro-police, but I have a working relationship with a few good police. We have. Why then, he says, disrupt that. That's what one guy said. Someone else goes on to say, if you're going to do something, do it right. And if you put other people's lives at risk when you're coming into someone else's neighborhood, you don't know the dynamic. Are y'all listening? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. On Wednesday, it says, some of the residents who were at the 7th District the night before explained that they demand transparency and accountability from the police regarding police shooting Sunday in Inglewood. It says long before the shooting, community members said that they've been working to improve relationships with police and conditions for residents. It goes on. Discussing this particular relationship that some of them say that they were already building before they came in. Now, this is the second article I'm reading you from. The first one I read to you from, remember, I told you how the white media was trying to paint these quote unquote black intruders as if they were looters. But we have to read through the lines, family, of what black society is actually saying, because see, the media will flip that to whatever the media wants it to be. Now, I want you to listen and hear directly from what the brothers are saying. I just read you from two different articles. There's some truth in it, but you can see how they're trying to slant the story and to make it about something else. Now, let's listen again to what some of the black men are saying themselves about Black Lives Matter, some of the alleged protesters. Are y'all listening? Thumbs up, share, share, share. Here we go. Again, if you have children, please beware because some of the brothers are using explicit language, okay? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Listen, y'all.
I'm out here every motherfucking day. I'm out here. Y'all don't come out when a kid gets shot. Y'all come out when it got something to do with the fucking police. We out here every day watching our kids get their brains blew out with no fucking funding, no resources. But you motherfuckers get no resources, and y'all want to come on in and disrupt our motherfucking neighborhood. Stand up if I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. I don't see none of you motherfuckers with these kids getting murdered. Don't forget about them motherfuckers on the other side too. That ain't no shit. All the motherfuckers over there that ain't no shit. Don't forget about them balls off too. Fucking gonna have a red nose on the fucking. I'm out here every motherfucking day. I'm out here. Y'all don't come out when a kid gets shot. Y'all come out when it got something to do with the fucking police. We out here every day watching our kids get their brains blew out with no fucking funding, no resources. But you motherfuckers get no resources, and y'all want to come on in and disrupt our motherfucking neighborhood.
Now, let me tell you something. The reason I'm showing you this is notwithstanding where you fall on the many moving parts to this particular situation. And I've just read you from two different articles. One of the white articles I read you from gave the impression that these brothers didn't want them there because they said that they were going to be coming in looting. That's not what you hear. Then I just read you an excerpt from another article where it was basically trying to give the impression that they don't want the other folks coming in to mess up their relationships with the police, right? That's not it at all, which is why we must speak for ourselves. Did you all catch that? I wanted you all to see this and to be ever cognizant and conscious of how the white media will flip what it is we're trying to accomplish. You are seeing here that these are black men taking the initiative. Black men that are saying, get out of our community. Black men that are saying that you violated protocol. In other words, they're trying to say, we live here. What else did they bring up? They brought up the fact that you guys get a lot of funding. Now, why am I bringing this particular article up? How many of you all saw my recent shows I did on pr0test0rs, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter, being busted about buying a whole bunch of houses and stuff? And she said they're for her families and family and other stuff like that. But I played for you guys a recent interview that she did with Dr. Mark Lamont Hill. And how in that interview, she talked about the fact that she gets money because she's a professor, right? I don't trip on folks. Y'all know I teach abundance. So I'm not tripping about a person getting ahead. But what I am tripping about is the fact when you take large sums of money from white organizations and entities that are actually enemies to black folk, and we're saying that you shut out certain grassroots voices, but you embrace white folks' voices, we're looking at you, baby. When we're thinking about pr0test0rs, we brought so much attention on pr0test0rs. What did pr0test do? Is pr0test still in the same position with Black Lives Matter today? Did you guys see the show that I did where pr0test0rs has deals right now with Warner Brothers? Come here, come here. And YouTube. Did you guys see the video I showed you? I played for you at pr0test0rs, where one of the things she was advancing as a strategy against white supremacy was to do the electric slide. I lie not. How many of you all saw the footage I played for you? Remember I told y'all I was thinking it was fake news? Remember I told you guys I was looking for something that was telling me that somebody had altered the video? Y'all know I don't believe in giving my audience intentional misinformation. Y'all know if I get it wrong, I'm going to come to you with the quickness and try to correct it, right? She resigned. Let me ask you something. How is pr0test0rs getting big money from big media outlets that's responsible for stereotyping, mocking, or silencing us? I'm just asking. Can y'all help me? Family, I believe in abundance, but it does matter when you're playing the political whore for your enemy. I asked you a question. How is it that pr0test0rs has big deals with major media platforms that are responsible for silencing? Y'all supposed to tell me to stop screaming. Somebody scream for me around the globe. I'm asking, this is a serious question. How is it that if you are such a threat to white supremacy, how is it, pr0test, Miss Colors, they've decided to embrace you? They're giving you money. They're giving you platform. But these are some of the same media moguls, not moguls, they're entities that are silencing. Thank you, Florida. Somebody said, Florida said, I'm screaming for you. Thank you, Florida. Answer me. How are we being silenced? How are we being demonetized? How are we being shut down? She got deals with Warner Brothers, y'all. Thank you, Deborah. Family, I need to understand, how are the very organizations and entities and media giants decided to give her money and to push her agenda, her voice, and give her, she said that she's going to be, I think she's either producing or directing some stuff, projects she's got with them. I'm just trying to figure this out. Help me. I'm your sister with the curly braids. I need you to help me understand. How does it happen? Make it make sense. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. For those of you just coming in, my name is Vicki Dillard. We've been gone for days here live But I was on Your Black World TV, so family, make sure. Remember, I told you that our backup channel, if you don't see me here for a couple of days, and if you don't see that I'm posting, it may be a little snag or some technical or something, a little hiccup in the system. So you're going to need to follow us on the backup on Your Black World. I trust that our higher ups are trying to get all of this stuff sorted out and figured out so that we're not having these disruptions. But because you all know that we're on multiple platforms, you all know that we're in a system that has a whole lot of things going on, we need you to know where to find us. So make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Follow me on my Facebook fan page at Vicki Dillard. Make sure that you're following and subscribed and hit receive all notifications to Your Black World. Family, we've got to do our due diligence when you don't hear from us in a while, okay? I missed you all. Yes, I had a couple of medical days off. I was in the ER for a little bit, but I'm good. I'm good. But I want you to know that this is where I want you all to make sure you check us out on Your Black World TV, Your Black World also on YouTube, okay? Those are the two ways that you can connect with us, okay? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. Watch this.
I'm out here. Y'all come out when the kid gets shot. Y'all come out when he got something to do with the fucking police. We out here every day watching our kids get their brains blew out with no fucking funding, no resources. But you motherfuckers get no resources, and y'all want to come on in and disrupt our motherfucking neighborhood. Now stand up if I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. I don't see none of you motherfuckers with the kids getting murdered. Don't forget about them motherfuckers on the other side too. That ain't no shit. All the motherfuckers on there, that ain't no shit. Don't forget about them balls off too. Fucking about the red nose on the fucking face. I'm out here every day fucking day. I'm out here. Y'all don't come out.
The reason why I wanted to emphasize that to you, family, thumbs up, share, 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 is because so often we're not hearing and seeing black men. We're not seeing coverage of black men, right? How many of you all know that a part of Black Lives Matter, bio, and I believe that they've been messing with it for a while, because they got so much backlash. One of the things that it said on their website, Black Lives Matter website, once said this, quote, "We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure." I'm going to say that again. Their website said, "We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure." They went on to also talk about some LBGT stuff in terms of the family structure, but they also made it clear in the way that some of their statements was written, the exclusion of black men. Thank you for screaming for me, Houston. Now say what you want, but this is strategic. They tried to make some changes recently because of the backlash that they've gotten. But some might say, well, I agree with Black Lives Matter that we don't want the Western prescribed family structure. Family, let me tell you a funny looking something. You all know darn well that the black family structure has already been destroyed by white Western oppressors. So the last thing you need to be talking to us about is disrupting the Western prescribed nuclear family structure. You should be sitting there talking about how we can build the black family structure. That's not what you're trying to do. You're not trying to do that because you're not really there to push solely or primarily Black Lives Matter. You're there to intentionally cause confusion and conflict and to have competing agendas, which is the reason why we as black people believe in the slogan Black Lives Matter, but we do not believe in the organization Black Lives Matter. Somebody say, don't take Vicki's word for it. Don't take Vicki's word for it. And family, I'm not going to sit here all day to do a whole big long exposition. You need to get caught up on all the Vicki shows because I bring you this kind of stuff on a regular basis. And I would never get through a show if every single time I get ready to go to something, I'm always repeating previous shows. You got to just catch up. But I don't want you to take my word for it. Thumbs up, family. Share, share, share. Don't take my word for it. I want to read you now. This is the first article I was getting ready to read you, but I want you to read you a brief excerpt now. What does this headline say? Y'all see that black man right there? as you're giving us a thumbs up, liking, and sharing. Do you see this headline right here? Let me try to turn it because sometimes the light gives it a funky look. Share, 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 family. Okay, let me try to put this a little bit closer so you can see. Thumbs up, share, share, share. We've been gone for a few days, but we're going to get back into the flow. We welcome you to the Vicki Show. I'm usually here live weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Make sure you subscribe to our backup channel at Your Black World on YouTube. Your Black World on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining your sister with the curly braids. It's my privilege, my honor. I bow to you, Black family. You're such a special people, and all of the people around the world, because you are our children. And if you had any sense, you wouldn't run from the truth that I teach. You would listen, because this gives you an opportunity to stay on our planet for another weekend. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I want you to look closely at this headline, family. Share, 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 share. Do you see that? Look again at this picture of this brother. See, don't just take my word for it. I've done too many shows talking about these fake protesters, these fake activists and organizers. This piece says, quote, "Don't care about us. Black Lives Matter founder says he quit group over its, quote, ugly truth, claiming they don't care about helping Black families." This is now from an insider, family. This is from an insider. I showed you that clip of Black men on the front lines, not for some of the other reasons other folk. I'm not going to point out problems all the time. I'm pointing out the fact that they don't often show you that there are Black men that love their community, that share the concern about the community, but they're actually on the ground trying to do something about it. And in fact, it's been Black men. In this instance, these are Black men that are actually calling out. That clip that I showed you are actually Black men that are calling out fake Black Lives Matter people. Now, let me tell you something. I have been discussing Black masculinity for a long time as a divine feminine woman, not because Black men are more important than us. I've been discussing it because we're at war. And because our men are malfunctioning, because they're not operating in their divine assignment as the providers and the protectors. In fact, there is an agenda to effeminize the Black man. There's an agenda to feminize the Black man and to masculinize the Black woman. I've talked about that a long time because we're at a crucial point in this war. And the energy, see, the masculine man plays a unique role. That energy is a certain masculine energy that's personified through the man. That when he's in his right role can plays a very important role in this war and gets us to where we need to be. Do you understand? But when they're trying to feminize you, men, and when we say feminize, and when we're talking about effeminate men, we're not just talking about men that are dressed in drag or that are part of the LGBTQ community. When we're talking about feminizing, we're talking about making you docile to where you're not operating in some of your unique traits that come along with the Black divine masculine man. See, when you are feminized, That means, beloved, that when there's war, you don't rise up as that divine masculine to defend against it. You are so effeminized and so docile that in the middle of war, you don't even recognize there's a war going on. And because of your food, and because of your water, and because of the air, and because of your programming, and because of your education, they've made you to fear. They've programmed you to fear. So when someone is literally beating the life out of your mother, literally beating the life out of your woman, you will sit there and record the vigilante and the police officer beating your woman, saying, please, sir, don't. You will see someone violating the law. Hello, Terry Crews. Terry Crews is tall, dark, buff, but when his white Hollywood executive sexually assaulted him, Terry Crews let the man walk out with all his teeth intact. Terry Crews just pushed him back a little bit. Terry Crews would not say he's gay, but I call Terry Crews effeminized because he didn't rise up as a man, and he did it no less in the presence of his woman. When I'm talking about being effeminate, it's not about whether or not you're just a part of LGBTQ. We're saying that you're not rising up as the masculine to provide and to protect. But there are forces. Some of you brothers got too much estrogen. Go get your estrogen checked. Some of you don't even know that your hormones are being manipulated. And some of you brothers, you're more emotional. I have never gotten as much engagement days later after doing a show on Kevin Samuels, the kitten. Men were messaging, DMing me, commenting on multiple platforms, non-stop for days at a time. You guys defended Kevin Samuels in a way I've never seen you defend Breonna Taylor. You guys came up with every excuse for that glitch image that he himself said was a glitch. What is a glitch? A glitch means that it was a malfunction or an accident. Y'all the one came out talking about that was someone waiting to come on Kevin Samuels' show. Kevin Samuels didn't say that. Y'all lied. You lied when you conflated the male troll that was on the show earlier, Kevin Samuels. I played you all the audio to prove to you that Kevin Samuels clearly gave the impression that that was taken care of. You funny looking Negroes, and some of you all say you're religious. Some of you brothers have wives that don't look like a high value woman that Kevin be talking about. And some of you brothers that defend Kevin Samuels, you're not even the high value quote unquote man he talking about. Y'all were so emotional. You didn't just register your disagreement with me. Y'all kept talking. You kept arguing. You were name calling. That's effeminate. Just like I've got the saying that black people don't do that. Like black people, we believe in taking showers every day. I reminded some of you that if it's okay to take 2 showers a day, if you choose to do that, at least take 1. There are some things that black men don't do. Some of you all were so effeminate. You were defending him, quoting him, replaying him, screaming for him. You guys were caught. How can you say I'm supposed to listen to you or any other woman supposed to listen? Now, I've even explained when I was first listening to some of Kevin Samuels' stuff, I told you I even agreed with some of the stuff he said. You guys don't even care that I said that I agreed with some of what he said. You are so, with your little twitchy, twirly, twitchy, pink tutu, funny looking self. You guys are so effeminate. You didn't even talk about the stuff I told you I agreed on. You guys, in defending him, you call me out my name. Who, what man, what manner of man does that? I submit to you, no man at all. You don't get to come on my page where I defend black masculinity day in and day out before some of you all even knew a Kevin Samuels existed. I told you I agreed with even some of the stuff he said. You didn't even care about the part that I said I agreed on. You little funny looking bussies. You high density bussies. You high density bussies. Call me names in defense of him. Men know how to defend themselves. Kevin Samuels didn't even come out initially or clearly or in a full-throated manner to tell us what happened. You all defended him. You all ran to bat for him before he did. Who, what manner of man does that, bussy? Check your estrogen. Check your estrogen. I was talking about this Kevin Samuels stuff sometime back. Y'all came for me recently, and you all came for me when I did my first show on this bussy. And I explained to you that the reason why you all were so triggered is because this is spiritual. It's metaphysical. You all even started to say, well, what about Miss Ali? I always mispronounce her name. Sharahad, how do I pronounce her name, y'all? Sharahad Azad Ali. God forgive me to this dear sister. You guys said he's saying the same thing as her. Why y'all mad because Kevin is saying it? Let me tell you something, bussy. Men don't use as an excuse the fact that a woman says it. Thank you, Shahrazada. Shahrazad. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah. You guys, anytime you got to use as an excuse the fact that a woman says something to another woman because another woman, it's out of order for a man. It's out of order for a man to feel like he gets to be all in women's business unless he's competing with her. I'm trying to show you the bussiness of it all. I'm trying to show you how that's out of order. The same way I did a show on Your Black World a few days ago, reminding you how a couple of years ago, approximately, Roland Martin literally, he cussed us out a bunch of times, but on this particular episode, this one was about a couple of years ago, Roland Martin, who is a bussy, a thick, high-density, unidentified rolling object. There are some things that are UFOs, that are flying objects, unidentified flying objects. Those are things that are in the air. Rolling is not that anymore. Rolling is a URO, unidentified rolling object. There are some things that's from the ground. And remember, rolling came from somewhere by the sea. Don't forget, I taught you, I told you, this is from the dictionary, not the dictionary. This is from the Victionary, my book, not the dictionary. That rolling, the etymology of the word rolling. The word rolling, the root word of rolling, his name is derived from roll, rotund, and round. That's why he goes by Uncle Roro. He's a bussy. So some of you Negroes that got upset talking about Oh, y'all trying to call the Kevin Samuels LGBT fool. I've explained on numerous occasions that to be effeminate is not just about being a part of the LGBTQ fool. Talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. This is important that you understand that there are just some things that men don't do. Men don't post other men's video content and quote them like they're some kind of goddess. You don't go around and when I wake up in the middle of the morning because I'm having symptoms, I've got tons of messages from mostly almost all men defending another man. That's scary. Brother, y'all got too much estrogen. It's too much estrogen. It's not. You better check your estrogen levels. Men don't do that. Black men don't do that. Y'all were out there defending Kevin Samuels before Kevin Samuels defended himself. Yes, I'm going to call that out. There are some other people that's trying to get on the black masculinity train in the last few months, and some of them are whole white women. But I've been on this for a minute now. Talk black to me. Somebody just said it's a single mother generation. It ain't just a single mother generation. Once you grown, you got to do something about your grownness. Once you out your mama's house and you're paying your own bills, you got to figure it out. You got to figure. I'm telling you what it is. I don't want to hear nothing about that. What I'm telling you is probably your estrogen. I told you, some of you are scared to death. You don't stand up in the face of your open enemy, even when they're violating the law and they're literally murdering and attacking your women. You do nothing. I taught you in the past that if you're scared, I know why you're scared, because they're doing things to make you afraid so that you are not a formidable force of resistance for the white supremacists. That's intentional. But if you're afraid, bruh, you need to be in somebody's gym. You need to be taking somebody's martial arts class. You need to be planning. I'm serious. How many of you all know that, brothers, when you engage in training, you're retraining your body and your muscle memories? That way, when difficulty and fearful circumstances and situations arises, when you're dealing with what they call the fight or flight syndrome, you won't flee. You are standing there like a man. But because you're planning, because you're training, your training will help that fear subside. I'm not making fun of you, bro. I'm telling you that your enemy has done this. I'm telling you that the reason why you're bussified, the reason you're so docile, the reason you're so scary and cowardly, the reason why you're defending Kevin Samuels before Vicki Dillard. I'm identifying it so that you can do something about it. That's right, Motown. And so that you can stand down, because it ain't a good look. If you come up out the skinny jeans, leave the skinny jeans for the sisters. The skinny jeans is restricting your male parts. I said the skinny jeans is restricting your stuff up. It's messing stuff up. Come about them skinny jeans. It's squeezing the wrong stuff. It's mixing up stuff. Get in somebody's martial arts course, class. You need to be training. You need to be economically planning. And let me tell you something. That way, during the time of trouble, because you've trained, when it's time, when the situation, if something does pop off, Because you've trained, you'll automatically respond. And let me tell you something else. Even if you are scared, bro, when it comes down to defending your woman, defending your family and your people, do you know how much more respect and honor? I be hearing this, a whole bussy. How you gonna have an effeminate bussy tell black women how to be feminine when you feminine? You cannot be telling black women you gotta be feminine, and fool, I don't sense masculinity nowhere in the vicinity with you. The way Kevin Samuels can put on a scarf better than I ever could. Kevin Samuels crosses his legs just as deep and curved. It's a deep curve crossing of the legs. It's so elegant and dainty. Kevin Samuels' leg cross is delicate and dainty. I haven't mastered that, I don't think. Like that. You, to my high value, no, I'm finna get ready to do a course called High Value Man. It's all black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Vicki Dillard. We're so pleased to be back with you live and direct on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. As you come in, please come in giving us a thumbs up, share, share, share. Make sure you join my weekly mastermind at ClubVicki.com. Once a week, I break down spiritual principles. I can assure you that your life will never be the same. If you understand that everything you see came from everything you can't see, you would be a part of this course, because you would understand that as you refine and you get your spiritual metaphysical life together, you will see things, the trajectory of your natural life begin to shift and change. ClubVicki.com. Join today for only $1 for the first 30 days. ClubVicki.com. ClubVicki.com. Why y'all laughing at me? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Also, be sure to join the blackbusinessschool.com. The link is in the chat. Invest in yourself to learn about black business. We're not saying that you need to go do your own business full time, but you will be out of your mind if you have only one single source of income, and that's from your open enemy. Your open enemy engages in economic warfare. Are y'all hearing me today? Funny looking self. Y'all don't even understand how wild you look. What I look like getting up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I got a whole bunch of messages from a whole bunch of men, bussified, high density bussies, defending Kevin Samuels and coming up with every excuse for a man who hadn't even spoken for himself. Back to this point that I was finna say to you, brothers. Brothers, you are not to be demeaned, mocked, or disrespected, even if you are afraid. But when we see that you are standing doing the right thing, even while you're afraid, do you know that there is a compliance and a respect? Because remember, Kevin Samuels, what was he saying? He loved to say stuff about having a woman that's submissive. But it's another word he used. I forget the other phrase. What did he say? Y'all know what that. Y'all be watching. What does that bussy say? What's one of the things he says? What's one of the phrases he said for the woman? Not fearless, submissive, and I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Cooperative. That's the word. I'm waiting for y'all to put it in the chat. I don't see it. That's one of the words. He talks about being cooperative. Let me tell you something. Kevin is frustrated. Because when you're dealing with spiritual laws, metaphysical laws, you attract what you believe. You attract what you are. Yeah, that's right. Kevin also said that the woman should be like a dog. He did say that. He says that you need to be like a puppy, a dog for your husbands. And he even played a doggy voice. And you guys want to sit there and say, this is who we listen to? No. What manner of man even listens to that? Listen, men that can't get no woman, or men that have a wife that don't look like the women that Kevin Samuels was talking about need to be looking like. That's what gets me. I was tripping with some of you brothers who was making some of the most disgusting, weak, statements, comments in defense of Kevin Samuels on my page. And some of you whose pages are on private, I went to some of y'all's pages and some of y'all was up there like this smiling with your wife. She don't look nothing like those high value women that Kevin Samuels, that y'all love Kevin Samuels for. Instead of defending Kevin Samuels, I believe that women shouldn't look the same. I believe that there is extraordinary beauty in Black women who are dark, caramel, light, everything in between. I believe Black women are beautiful if their hair is kinky, if their hair is straight. I believe that Black women are gorgeous and just stunning if they're 170 pounds, if they're 120 pounds, if they're 200 pounds, if they're whatever. Watch this. I want you to be healthy, obviously. Listen. When I went to some of y'all's pages, I'm like, how you defended him? And Kevin Samuels would not approve that your wife is high value. This lady I'm looking at ain't 120 pounds. And some of you are on there with about 3 and 4 and 5 and 10 kids. Kevin Samuels says your children are liabilities. So that's what I was trying to see. And the wife that you be cheesing, she don't be dressed up. She looks tired. She looks like she's had a long last decade. She don't look nothing like the woman that Kevin be talking about. So why are you on my page? Your own wife don't qualify. You know something wrong with you, brother. If you on my page saying, Vicki, I love Vicki. I was even looking at a video. Somebody did a video with my name in it. Tens of thousands of views on the video. And I'm reading the comments. You brothers couldn't even dog me good because a lot of y'all was saying, I love Vicki, not Vicki. Normally, that's what gets me. Y'all had to admit, many of you had to admit, Vicki is always defending Black men. So you must know something wrong with you. If you mad at me because this one time I'm giving y'all some real work. Some of y'all couldn't even dog me good because some of you all saying, not Vicki. Because you know I ride for y'all. Forget you. With your hard, thick-head self. I'm trying to help give you a life of glory, and you're going to attack me? You're going to take your advice from Kevin or Vicki. Maybe you one of them glitches that was up in the image that popped up with the glitch. Because the way some of y'all defending Kevin, see, I don't believe in competing with no man for no man. God, that's good. I said I don't believe in defending a man for a man. I don't chase. I surrender. I be like, oh, you better get him. Y'all better go on and just make your life work. Same way if I see some of you defending a Karen, I would tell you, get you a white woman. I had religious brothers on my channel. One brother, there's a bunch of y'all that said worse than this. One brother was quoting Kevin, talking about, that's why some of you Black women gonna die alone. And he put a doggy emoji with a dog. Let me tell you something. Brother, some of you all are offended because Black women don't see not having you as an emergency. So you think that by humiliating Black women, by telling them that you're going to die alone with a dog, that don't move us. Talk back to me. You see how you trying to, by force the woman to want you? That don't work. That pushes away the feminine energy. Men that say, that's why you're going to die alone with a doggy emoji. Fool, what? Do you think that means somebody going to go on a date with you? Do you think that line will work? Telling a woman she going to die. Women be like, okay, I'm good with that. You sound crazy. Everybody going to die alone, dummy. Even if you're married. What I'm trying to tell you is spiritual. And what I'm trying to tell you is that you're not going to get a woman and you're not going to have a happy life or a happy wife If you're trying to tell the woman not to be masculine, but you're coming at her in a masculine way. Women are intuitive. That means we pick up what we can't see. You don't get cooperation by force. And I don't fight a man over a man. God, today, we don't fight for glitches. Real women don't fight for a glitch. What do you look like fighting for a glitch? We just gonna keep getting up every morning and living our best life without the glitches. Now, if you want the glory, you can't be listening to Kevin Samuels if you want the glory, baby. Vicki is trying to restore the earth with masculinity and the feminine energy. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I done got way off this Black Lives Matter. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, share, share. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Set your alarms, everybody. Tell everybody the Vicki Show is back. We're back live on Fly Nubian Queen. We were gone for days and days at a time. We know. We're so glad for those of you that are joining us. Thumbs up, share, share, share. I'm going to share this, and I'm going to be finished for today because I got some other stuff to do. I was reading to you from the Sun newspaper. This is a recent article, y'all, that was just written this month, June 1st, 2021. What does it say? Black Lives Matter founder says he quit the group over its ugly truth, claiming that they don't care about helping Black families. A former Black Lives Matter leader says he quit the group after learning of its ugly truth. Rashad Turner, here he is. Rashad Turner, who founded the Black Lives Matter chapter in St. Paul, Minnesota, claims he had no choice but to leave as the movement, quote, doesn't care about helping Black families. In a YouTube video called The Truth Revealed About BLM, he said in 2015, y'all listen, I said, don't take my word for it. Let's listen to the insiders. Let's listen to the insiders. Let's listen to the insiders. Here we go. In a YouTube video called The Truth Revealed About Black Lives Matter, he said in 2015, I was the founder of Black Lives Matter in St. Paul. I believe the organization stood for exactly what the name implies, Black Lives Do Matter. However, after a year on the inside, I learned they had little concern for rebuilding Black families. He said Black Lives Matter, quote, cared even less about improving the quality of education for students in Minneapolis. Adding, it was made clear when the publicly denounced charter schools alongside the teachers union. He goes on to say, I was an insider in the Black Lives Matter, and I learned the ugly truth. The moratorium on charter schools does not support rebuilding the Black family, but it does create barriers to a better education for Black children. Turner, who set up the group in 2015, said he left after a year and a half, but insisted he didn't quit working to improve Black lives. He used himself as an example of what a great education can do to help bring success with the right guidance. Turner, whose father was shot dead when he was aged just 2, whose mother couldn't raise him, so grew up in the care of his grandparents, was the first in his family to earn a college degree. I'm living proof that no matter your start in life, quality education, I hate when these things, when there's glitches, real glitches. Talk black to me. And what man, family, I got to stop real quick. You who keep defending Kevin Samuels, if you can defend Kevin Samuels, that means you are probably a regular day-to-day liar. You're just a regular liar. Let me ask you something. If somebody says something is a glitch means it was a mistake. If that was the previous troll that you guys lied and said that's who he was referring to, when it was clear that Kevin Samuels, and I played the audio, he gave the very clear impression that that troll had been taken care of because the woman was talking about a male troll that was previously in the chat. When Kevin was feverishly clicking off, trying real hard to click the image off, Kevin Samuels didn't say, oops, that's my nephew sleeping in the bed. Kevin didn't say, look at that fool, that troll. Some of you all can't explain to me if somebody fell asleep waiting to get on Kevin's show, if somebody dozed off in a Zoom chat, number one, the man's image should have looked like the rest of the people that was in Zoom. Their image, or if not their image, their voice and a screen showed up and their name or something written, their name was visible. But not only that, if he dozed off, okay, fine. Somebody may doze off if they're waiting to get online, especially if they've been waiting a long time. But who gets in the bed and covers up? Look like they was just tucked in, or they just had a night of ecstasy. Who does that? Who gets in the bed, covers all the way up with the computer, giving them the perfect image at a long distance? Nobody does that. People that fall asleep waiting to get online doze off like this. He would have been dozing off like this. Or if the screen had popped up, watch this, if the screen popped up, his hair would have been like this. He would have been slumped over. But that ain't all. You who say that was a previous male troll, I got to stay on this because I'm just trying to show you not just how Kevin Samuels is a problem, but how you are a liar. Kevin Samuels was in the middle of a full-fledged conversation questioning a black woman. So it would not have made sense for him to not give her any notice, to interrupt her while she was talking, to put up a glitch. Kevin called it a mistake. Do you understand? He was in the middle of literally asking the woman a full-fledged question. She was answering Kevin's question because it was the woman that was saying earlier that there was a troll in the Zoom chat. She said she was surprised to see that particular troll. Kevin started making fun of the man and was making it clear that he was taken care of. And so to defend your bussy, your high density bussy, you want us to believe that somebody who's waiting to get on the phone line got all the way in the bed, tucked up, tucked in, like it was a strong tuck. He was in a strong sleep with a strong tuck, looking like he just had a wonderful night of ecstasy. You weren't man enough to just shut up for Kevin to come speak for himself. You just didn't even shut up to let Kevin speak for him. That's what I'm talking about, that effeminization. You didn't even shut up and let him talk for himself. You didn't even let Kevin come out to give the explanation. Y'all started giving the explanations. The high density bussification process. I'm busting that up because we can't do nothing with you. Yes, a night of ecstasy. That man was in the bed, tucked strong, looking satisfied as I don't know what after a night of ecstasy. Shoot. Y'all lie too much. What we gonna do with that? What can a woman do with a man that's sitting here defending another man who hadn't even spoken for himself yet? Motown said in fetal, yes, in a fetal position. Talk black to me. He was in a fetal position. Shoot. After a night of ecstasy. Shoot. But back to this Black Lives Matter man. It goes on to say how he's living proof that no matter your start in life, quality education is a pathway to success. I want the same success for our children in our communities. It's more to the article. I'm just trying to get you all to understand that before there is a macro or a larger separation from our open enemy, white people's black people, there's got to be a separation in-house first. And that's what's happening. These organizations that still have ties to white supremacy and other interests, listen, that undermine the Black family. Is very problematic and unworkable. I was happy to see these Black men. This video was from a few months ago. The article I just read you and other things I've been sharing with you are things that are more recent. I'm trying to show you that men, you're going to have to continue to do just what these brothers were doing. And that is taking control of your own communities, making your own neighborhoods safe and decent places to live. Some of you have been intentionally ignored, and some of you have chosen to be absent. But it's a new day. It's a new day. I got to get ready to go now. I have so much more I wanted to share with you. Got a big old book here that I was going to read you some stuff from, and got some other links that I was going to share with you, but I got to get ready to go right now. Family, this is so important. Don't you miss a show this week because I'm getting ready to bring it. There's so many topics from last week. I did, like I said, I did a few shows, but I missed a couple of shows too because of medical leave. But I'm going to do my best to catch up on some stuff. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Y'all so crazy talking about that bussy ecstasy. That's what it is, high density bushy. And we saw an image of a man that looked like he just had a wonderful night of ecstasy, period, point blank. And Kevin Samuels, y'all could tell he was nervous and that he was caught. I'm somebody that I go live. I understand the fact when different things go live. The other day I had lipstick on my teeth when I came on. I was trying to top y'all. I said, let me get this lipstick off my teeth. There are all kind of funny little things that you don't want to happen when you're live, but I can promise you this. I'm the only one that ought to be saying, oops, and an image of a man in bed pop up. Talk back to me. Especially after Kevin Samuels did a whole show on a major platform trying to tell the world he's not gay. Talk black to me. And if he was, that's his business. But Kevin Samuels is the one that did the video, not me. Ain't nobody. That's you. We're just trying to say this. If that's how you roll, that's fine. I'm just not finna. The thing that moves you, you know what I'm saying? The way you move, I'm not finna be taking my advice from you is what I'm trying to say. This is why we need to know the truth about you. And for those of you, even you brothers who knows that Kevin is lying and Kevin got caught, what you guys got to understand is this. Spirit and the ancestors, our spiritual council, our spiritual court, they're not playing. Do you all see how stuff has been leaking here and there? You all remember I did a show on one of the platforms I'm on where police officers thought that their recording equipment was disconnected, but the recording equipment caught them using racial epithets and talking about how they're just getting ready to slaughter a whole bunch of black people. You guys don't understand that those kinds of accidents that give us inside information about race soldiers that intend on killing you, don't you know that that's how spirit works? It's not an accident. I said that wasn't an accident. Spirit wanted us to know it. And let me tell you something. When you funny looking Negroes, you little kittens, when you defend the indefensible, and when spirit is revealing stuff, that means that when there's a takedown, you going down the drain with it. When the ancestors, when our spiritual high court, when the Most High is revealing stuff that we quote unquote weren't even supposed to know, it ain't about perfection. I tell y'all my business. And ain't a shame. Talk black to me. But when you're lying about the essence of who you are, some of you all, when Kevin Samuels got busted, some of y'all said to me, I don't even care if he is gay. All I care about is what he say about black women. You're not a person of integrity. That means that you're willing to take your marching orders from someone who's a liar and someone who is suspect and someone who has no integrity. That says a lot about you. When I tell you Thank God for Kevin Samuels. I tweeted that a few times. The reason why I say thank God for Kevin Samuels because he's exposing a lot of things. I mean that. He's revealing weaknesses. That's right, Motown. They just wanted to win an argument. Some of you can't stand when people be right and you wrong. So you willing to drive off the bridge with them. Okay. I'm not finna be on no bridge trying to talk you off the bridge. I'm going to be pumping my chest with the peace sign. Tell my peace out. You in the bridge. Glitch. And when you jump off, I'm just going to say, look at all them glitches. Look at all them glitches. Glitches everywhere. Just glitches. Just glitch. All these glitches. And when I watched that video so many times, Kevin was freaking out. He was trying to get that mouse so hard, and the mouse wasn't doing right. He couldn't believe it. Because he was in the middle of asking the woman the question. The woman was answering his question. How old are you? Y'all know how you do. You married? How many kids? How much you weigh? He was doing that line of questioning. He was doing his interrogation tactics. Kevin is not finna interrupt his interrogation tactics of a black woman for nobody, except for a glitch. The glitch popped up. And you fools that lie for him don't understand how spirit works. This ain't just about Kevin. This is revealing whether or not you are a liar. And it's revealing your inner bussy. And I'm just advising you, get your estrogen check. Check your estrogen. Get your funny looking self in somebody's gym. Start planning your economics. Start training defense stuff so that you can provide and protect for your family. And even if you are afraid to do the right things, brothers, your woman is not going to mock you if she knows that you're fearful and you are still doing the right thing, even if you're afraid. When a woman sees her man doing the right thing against all odds and under pressure, it causes her to have more respect for you. And your longing for having a submissive and cooperative woman, you don't have to ask for it. It's automatic. You can't demand something from someone when you are not vibrating in that energy. You're not going to attract what you aren't. If you're attracting hood rats, something in you is ratchet, period. Talk black to me. Back in the day, call me old school. I'm in my 40s from Mississippi. I'm not used to men having whole conclaves to discuss complaining about women. Men didn't used to talk about women like that because most of them knew how to get one. They knew that if they did daily shows on not getting a woman, they knew that they would be looked at as being weak and not knowing how to. Men know how to get a woman. Today, real men used to deter. That was a deterrent, complaining about women like that all the time. Men didn't used to do stuff like that out loud. Talk black to me. That's how you know you got too much estrogen, when you got all of these overwhelming men that's fans of one man because of his position on women. Your respect for him is not because he's making you more of a man. You respect him because of how he dogs a woman. You're respecting him for his position on black women. Some of you Negroes, I wasn't even trying to talk about this kitten today, but somebody need to hear this in the realm of the spirit. You need to be, I'm talking to, this is spirit of kitten. This is spirit of kitty cat. Somebody say, here, kitty, kitty. I gotta go. Somebody say, here, kitty, kitty. Now, I read y'all's Kevin's school book bio. It said he was a part of the pep squad. He was apparently a cheerleader. Looked like he was a cheerleader. Look chilly. That's okay. Looked like Kevin was a little cheerleader. That's fine. But I'm just saying, it's a spirit of kidnapping here. I just got to go with the spirit. Address these here, kitty. I don't like kittens. I don't like kitty cats. I don't like kittens. They ain't fluffy like little cute dogs to me. I don't like kitty cats because they limber and they jump off on. I don't believe in cats. I don't believe in animals on my countertops just being able to jump around like when they want. No. Dogs are predictable. They on the ground, on the floor. Talk black. Yes, they sneaky. I don't believe. I mean, no disrespect for dogs. Yeah, you cat people, but this a word. And then some of you say, Kevin is trying to. But I just listen to the truth of what Kevin say. It don't matter. It don't matter. The messenger don't matter. It just the message. Fool, what? A white supremacist will tell the truth every now and then, stupid. What truth can you extract from Kevin Samuels that makes you override him saying that black women are the most unattractive? In other words, we're the most ugly universally in every category. But I played you proof that he was cussing out a black woman and then played a little meme saying, bitch, you messing with my vibe. You still telling me I just listened to his truth? If you can dismiss all of that, brothers, with all due respect, I will dismiss you and any intelligent black woman. Talk black to me. I never did a show in support of Derrick Jackson. I didn't get into all of that. But the stuff that people was mad at him about, and he made some mistakes for sure. I'm just trying to see how come y'all don't have that same energy for Kevin Samuels and that glitch in the bed. The glitches. Can he get a little bit of the action that y'all gave Derrick Jackson? Somebody said the other day, well, Derrick lied. I said, but it appears. This is my opinion. It appears that Kevin is a liar. Let me go. I love y'all. Don't miss the Vicki Show, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Big shout out to our moderators in the digital building. Sign up for clubvicki.com, clubvicki.com, my weekly mastermind for only $1. I came to you in peace. I leave you in peace. I bow to you. You are my bliss. Mwah. Love you so much. Don't miss the show tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you.